Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have got Hachette Partworks Build the Terminator. We're on issue 26. In this issue we get some parts for our left shoulder and we're going to be connecting up our right elbow. So let's take a look inside the magazine. These are what we're going to be working on. So we're going to have all this arm nicely finished in this issue. These are your parts you get. Your assembly pages, obviously. There's quite a few steps to do today. Our Hi-Fi Cinema Legends is Starship Troopers, and Real World Science is This Insect Earth, and what's coming up in next week's issue. So let's get these parts open and start building. Okay, so we've got our parts out of our packaging. These are our parts here. We do have a different type of screw this time because they give us an Allen key for this type of screw. So this Allen key is for that. We're not going to use that just now, but we're going to be bringing in our forearm, and what the first thing it wants us to do is undo these two first screws that we've been doing. So let's undo them now. And the second one. Right, now we've got them apart, it wants us to bring in these two parts. And it wants us to put a dab of glue around each of these four posts. So one of them is going to be going on the outside here and the other one on the outside here. So let's get a dollop of glue on the gore, just like that. And let's get some glue on these little pins and get them in place. You do obviously want to put it around the outside of these pins because it's not going to be touching anything on the top just yet. So 1, 2, 3. If you don't know what these little black bits are, these are for your ratchet joint for your elbow. So your elbow will be like a ratchet sort of effect. I'll show you at the end of the video how that's going to work. So we're going to put the first one in here, drop it in, sort of get a little push, and then it goes in just like that. That's the first one. Now we're going to do exactly the same with the other one and put it in that side. So let's get a dab of glue all the way around these. I'm not putting a mega amount on, but I am putting enough on that it's going to stay where it is because I do not want to be stripping this down in the future. Okay, so let's get the second one in now. Drop it in place, just like that. And that's that step's done. So now it wants us to bring in this little tiny little bit here, and this is going to be going through here. And mine is really loose. So I'm just going to put that like that because it wants us to bring in this part to move the glue out of the way. Right, so what it wants us to do, let's bring this piece down. I'm going to slot this just on there, like so. It also wants us to put the washers on first, I think. So you want two washers. With the arm in place, to fit two washers to the peg of the arm. So it actually wants us to put these two washers on the top and not one each side. So I'm just going to move my piston because it'll be easier. I would have thought it'd want one each side. I'm going to put one each side because what's the point in having two one side? So I'm just going to put one each side. Don't really think it'll make a difference, but there we go. Now we're going to be bringing this piece back, locking that in place, get it located, screw these screws back down. This one. Let's get the second one in. Just like that. Now it wants us to put that back in there. We're going to be connecting this up now, so we're going to be pushing this in. Get it located. So you can see right down the middle. And now it wants us to use this piece, and we're going to be getting that little tiny thing here, and it wants us to have one of these tiny screws. Now let's push that one. Right, so I'm going to try and drop this in and catch it with this, because what it does is, there we go, this screw now goes through here and it's going to screw onto the opposite side. Let's see if we can do it. Just like that, and now it's going to screw into the back. So that washer's not a bit, it's not to hold your elbow in place, it's just a spacer. Just like that. And that is that bit done. That's your pistons attached. Next, we're moving on to these pieces. So it wants us to bring in back in this part that we had. We're going to need one of these washers and one of these hexagon screws. So what I want you to do is get this piece, dollop of glue each side, and we're going to be dropping this in one side. Which side is this going? This is going on the outer side, and you want the level on the other side. So we're going to drop this in here, like so. Give it a go in. I'm going to line it up perfectly, that's fine. So there we go. Get it lined up, push it all the way in, flip it over, line it up again, and what you're going to want is you're going to want this little hexagon screw, and you're going to be screwing this in now. So let's get that in. Grab your Allen key and start screwing. Just like so, all the way down. There we go. Now we're going to get this piece, dollop of glue each side. So let's get that, a dollop of glue on there. There's two little pins, get some glue on each of these pins. And this one as well. And that's going, you've got two holes in here. Two pins, two holes, line it up, drop it in. Just like that. And that is this issue done, and it is all together. And this is going to be hard to turn, but I think actually I've done that bit a little bit too tight. Let me just loosen this off a little. There we are. So that's that bit done. It's going to be like a ratchet joint like that. And that is the arm, so it will, if you put your arm like that, it will hold whatever you want. So yeah, excellent. So join me next time when we will be doing, let's have a look, continue assembling the right shoulder and collect new parts for the left. So that will be out next week, hopefully. Yeah, so until then, we'll have the DeLorean build out on Monday. So until then, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.